What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to baseball right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex, where today, if we win, we will open a 1990 pack of Upper Deck baseball cards. So stick around to see how that works out. Absolutely brutal game yesterday. We came off the really weird game on Monday, had the really bad game Tuesday, and now we are here on Wednesday, hoping to just kind of salvage something out of the series, pull out a series win, and just kind of erase the very bad taste in my mouth from the massive number of hits and record low of runs. Like, that differential has to be one of the worst that I've had this season. And we've had some games where we've had a lot of hits and just not been able to drive across runs. But we had a ton of hits, lost in extras. The worst thing was it was a good pitch too. It wasn't like a bad pitch. It was the best pitch thrown that got hit for a home run, and they had 4 solo home runs yesterday. The Minnesota Twins won 4-3, so we'll look to try and salvage a win of this series today. Trevor Megill, he has no wins, no losses. I forget no decisions, that's what it's called. But he still has a 7.56 ERA. Chris Flexen, on the other hand, he has a number of decisions, 3 wins, 5 losses, a 3.35 in the ERA. 38-30 are the Seattle Mariners. We are 1 game ahead of the Astros at 37-31, 4 games ahead of the Angels, and then the Athletics and Rangers are fading fast. Taking a quick peek at the American League wild card. I think it's going to be real tricky for us to get into the playoffs if we don't win the division. Because as you can see here, 1 game back, they're tied for a wild card spot. So they got the Orioles and the Blue Jays. Both of those are AL East teams, The Yankees are an AL East team. So there are 3 AL East teams vying for 2 spots? 2 spots in the wild card? Is it 3? Hang on, let's check the National League. No, it's 2 spots. So, that's where it gets a little bit dicey. Those teams, though, they'll beat each other up a little bit. They'll play a bunch of games against each other and maybe make that a little bit different of a standing. A 1-game playoff for me does not sound like a good plan because I don't think I performed super well. We are gonna have to put Abraham Toro. Well, we could let's DH Toro. Do we DH Toro or do we just kind of say screw it? We got a right-handed pitcher. We need as many lefty bats as possible. Haggerty, can you play third? Yeah, you can play third. Let's give Haggerty a shot at third base. We'll put him way up here. Let's get the lineup kind of set where we want it. Sam Haggerty, JP Crawford. Who's my next best speed guy? Kyle Lewis. Okay, that's actually Dylan Moore. Anybody else? I mean, Ty France. Do I switch the DH here? I don't know if I have anybody to really switch it to. So we'll just work with that. Primarily second base. I would assume that those are listed in areas of proficiency. So his best secondary position, he's best at first, third, shortstop. I almost said strong safety. Left field, center field, right field, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Yeah. There's your lineup for the Mariners today. Baseball every day, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. So please consider scrolling down, subscribing, ringing that bell, and doing all that good stuff. And we can avoid the weird article I read today that said that YouTube was going to be MySpace by 2030, which means it doesn't exist. I'm going to fill up my water real quick, and we'll get this game started. Thanks for hanging out.
We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Seattle Mariners. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Chris Flexen.
Some people wonder if he was tipping his pitches last time out. He was getting hit all over the ballpark and being hit hard. Today, we look for him to make an adjustment and be on the attack side against these hitters.
So just about set. Jon Berti at the plate.
Leading off for the Twins, the third baseman, number 5, Jon Berti.
Pitching is decreased a little bit in the difficulty down to legend. We gave up a ton of home runs yesterday, which was pretty frustrating.
That one's in there.
And that is not a great start. All right, game 3 here. This one, I would guess, is like a 110 start.
111.
So this game will be well done by the time it goes up.
Pitch misses, and that
Missed that one, and it's a ball. Okay.
Swing and a line
Wow,
drive.
Ty France. Holy moly.
Batting second, the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias stands in. And first offering is
All the way.
off.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Next
There we
offering is
go.
in for a strike.
A little left on
No score,
the
just getting started top of the first.
location.
Next one misses. Ball 1.
So including this game, I have 11 packs of cards left.
Line, and that's a base hit.
Hitting is
So I either got to go
really
buy
easy for
some more
guys.
or
One thing that I
maybe
can
just
see already
reintegrate
is
whatever I
bat stays
missed out
in
on the first
zone
time.
on plane
That
for
I
an
think that
extended
might be
period
the
of
play.
time.
I don't know how many
Guys
there
like
are,
that,
but
they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
man, I am not hitting
Now,
these
Jorge Polanco.
circle changes already.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Okay, that's the best circle change we've seen so far.
Rise over at first with 1 away. Line drive, Adam in center field.
That was a real bad cutter. Really, really bad. I thought that might have got. I thought that might get rocked out of the stadium.
25, Byron Buxton.
Man at first. Here's Byron Buxton.
That sucks. Perfect timing. Just a really low launch angle.
In there for strike 1. Next offering is
Buxton
in
wasn't
for a
even in the
strike.
lineup yesterday. He had a 3-run home run in game 1 of this series.
By him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. That one misses, and the count is 1-2. The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. And here it comes. In the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning.
Oh, that was not
No
not
scores.
great.
We head to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first. Here's the third baseman, Sam Haggerty.
Leading up for the Mariners,
okay.
the
Four
third
seam at
baseman,
98. Curveball at 86, slider at 89, two seam at 99, two seam at 93.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Pitchers for Minnesota have been willing to work the low part of the zone.
Next pitch misses.
A little surprised Haggerty did not get hurt on that one. Oh, you know what my lineup is? Why my lineup is thrown off? Oh, that was a
In the
bad
air,
swing.
out towards left
I
center.
don't think I have a Dom T. Williams in my lineup
Makes the
today.
catch.
That was a bad swing. That was a real bad swing. We do have a J.P. Crawford. That's good news.
J.P. Crawford.
Unfortunately, yesterday, Kyle Lewis lost his hitting streak, which is...
This
That's
one
also
lifted in
bad.
the air,
What am I
left
doing?
field.
Stop it.
He makes
This
the
shit's
grab.
so far
There's
out of the
2 away.
zone. What the fuck?
This is Kyle Lewis.
The center fielder, Kyle Lewis.
And it's fouled away.
Please stop me.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners are down in order. Scoreless after
You can tell
one.
how bad the inning was for me if they give you 15 XP. That's the bare minimum that they will give you. I think. I'm not...
And welcome back. All set for the
I've seen it a
start of
lot.
the inning.
I've had
Now
a
it's
ton of
Jake
terrible
Page.
innings where it's just like, oh, here's your 15 XP. Just you showed up.
And that's
You were
a strike.
here.
Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now batting Max Kepler. First pitch just misses.
Come on, dude.
Next offering misses.
How was that not a
And
strike?
that's ball 2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Healthy hack at that one. Wow, really should have been strike 3, huh?
The punch out there. And
Okay.
there are 2 down.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Trevor Larnach. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Thank you, Mr. Fraley.
Makes the catch,
Yeah, so I have
and that'll do it.
Fraley in left,
Twins are set down 1-2.
Haniger in center, or Haniger in right, excuse me, Lewis in center. I think maybe the call would have been, and Dom T. Williams may have been kind of like too tired to go, so I guess it's not that big of a deal.
We head to the bottom of the second.
Flip
And now
the
fielder,
DH
Mitch Haniger.
to Haniger, leave him at 4, bring in Dom T. Williams as the right fielder and use his speed in the 1 or 2 spot.
And a pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is down low. Ball 2.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Here's a 2-1. And that's in for a strike. And another ball.
Was not prepared for the speed there.
And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Got too cute there. Was looking for a slider or something off speed that was gonna get a walk.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here's Adam Frazier. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Wow, he has no stamina left.
Swings
A
and
little
pulls it
early on
foul
that
to the right
curveball.
side.
Darn. I mean, with France at first, I don't think he's getting far around these base paths with that 21 speed.
The next offering misses.
Second
Gets the ball
left-hander
to
we've
two
seen
strikes.
not get hit, but it looked close.
And down on strikes he goes. And there are 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ooh, boy, reaching on that
At the plate with
curveball.
2 away, swings through that one. Oh, and 1 now. And there's a foul ball.
That's a missed pitch right there.
Kicks and fires. This to third. Reaches on the backhand, but it's through.
Okay, there we go. Squeak one through.
Just
Murphy
found a way to
with a
slide that ball
ribby
down
single
third
there.
baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Seattle,
Batting
Dylan
ninth.
Moore.
The designated hitter, Dylan Moore.
Hit hard on the ground is short. That's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Nick Solak.
Leading off
It's
for the
interesting.
Twins,
He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that
Fuck
has maybe
off.
above average speed, but he does. Righty delivers. And now the count is even.
So a little bit of a disappointing end to that previous inning. I wanted it all. I wanted
Next
I
offering
wanted
is
to
in for a strike.
I wanted to blast it. But a run is a run regardless.
The 1-2. That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Up the middle, and there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Down the line towards the
What an abysmal pitch. What is going on with the four-seam fastball? I just cannot get it figured out.
And there's one down.
The batter, the third baseman, John.
So up next for Minnesota, John Birdie. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
To Crawford for 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis
All right, get your head in the game, Sean. I mean, that was going to be a tough double play. I think I might have had it with Flex in there. I hit the wrong button first, so he faked it to first and then went to second. See if we can get out of our mistake here. 2 outs.
He's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Birdie runs. Pitch in for a strike and safe. It's a stolen base.
It's nothing to do there.
Difference maker on that play just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. Man, he really made his athleticism work.
Pretty awful pitch there, but
One, and it remains 1-0.
okay. So the lineup is going to turn over for this
Back at
next
T-Mobile
at bat.
Park.
Oh, I should clarify. I said 11 games. Well, no, never mind. I said 11 games of cards, and I was like, well, I only open them if I win. And it's like, well, you still throw them out if you lose. So.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next pitch is outside. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah, a little slider action.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-0. And a 3-0 finds the zone.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Devin Smeltzer gets the call from the pen, and his job is to collect quick outs.
Smeltzer, 17 games, 0-1 record, 2 blown saves, 18 innings, 7 on the ERA, 7-7, strikeouts and walks. Righties destroying him at 442. Lefties, not terrible, but much less effective at 219. Is this the guy? It 100% is. He throws a four-seam fastball at the top speed of 89 miles an hour, which is really, really slow. Changeup at 83, curveball at 75, slider at 80.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
So we have a little bit of a bullpen game going here.
Preparing to come on if needed.
You'll remember Devin Smeltzer, I believe they brought him in yesterday. And then I immediately crushed a home run with
throw, and he's back in safely.
Mitch Haniger, so.
Left-hand batter waits. There's the strike. Here's a 1-1. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Not sure where he's going with this
And
stuff.
now the lefty, edge of the zone for a strike. It's 2-2.
Next pitch in the pattern would be a ball. Everything's been a four-seam fastball.
At the belt and fires. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Over to second for 1, and that's 2.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, They made it look pretty easy.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Mariners, Kyle Lewis. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Ground ball right side. Throw over to Solak. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Another killer double play there for the Mariners. A little extra killer because it was a walk that got on base, so wasted opportunity there. I got such big eyes with that such a slow forcing fastball, and they bring him in, and I've already had success against him. Not a great at bat with Crawford, but I mean a strikeout is better than a double play, so probably should have let that one go. Makes me just baffled how I was able to score 10 runs against this team in one game.
On the ground to the left. Crawford throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Digging in, Byron Buxton. 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt. Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
There we go. Forcing fastball in. Strike one.
The pitch. Buxton on the run. Pitch in for a strike.
Jesus, not even close. Not even close.
But StatCast shows us why
Fucking Christ.
seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Next pitch inside, and it's 1-2. Out towards right center field. Lewis makes a move towards the gap. Tracks it down for the out. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think this point, he wants to get him over and get him in.
That hits the dirt. Ball 1. That to right. Way back there. That one is gone. Max Kepler knocks.
We've given up a ton of home runs to this team. Going into this series, I was actually really afraid of how potent their lineup was, both from a speed perspective, which we've seen in this game with a couple of stolen bases, and a power perspective where we have given up their last 6 runs scored have been off of 5 home runs, including this 2-run shot right here. Buxton had a 3-run home run in the first game that we were able to win, in a really weird one. And we give up yet another home run. I wouldn't be surprised if that was indeed on a four-seam fastball. Really been struggling with that pitch lately, and that is extra painful because it is 2-out damage. We're now down 2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
They're not that bad. They are not that bad. They should not be sailing that far up the zone. Jesus Christ.
And that one ripped into right, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Solak stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Righty to the plate. swings and fouls one off. Larnach off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside.
The four-seam fastball, pitch number 5. Really frustrating to see that one miss the strike zone.
And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. That's out to center field. Lewis under it. Drops into the glove.
That was a really long at-bat there.
The Twins bring in 2 on the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th. Now batting Mitch Haniger.
Leading up for the Mariners, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
The line to kick the pitch. Rip to third.
Oh, that sucks. It was a slider. It was just a little bit slower. I was early on it. Ah.
2 is left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete.
I wanted that one. I sold out for it. That's okay.
And a pitch. Bounce to the left side. Base hit.
How was
So
that
they get a man
early on?
aboard with a
Okay.
one-out
All right.
single.
Got to slow down a little bit there because that even with an 87 mile an hour fastball, that was early. Wild.
Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. That one's in there, 0-1.
Wow. Okay. I disagree with you. Some of the ball calls you've been giving them, fuck you.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit.
Uh-oh. 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 Don't get the force out. Okay.
They fired in quickly.
Whew.
So it's first and second with only
A little
one away.
worrying there.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good work.
Terrible.
Now,
Terrible.
a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Larnach makes the play. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Murphy.
Line drive, base hit. Throw, and it gets away.
Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
2 outs, bases full. Here's Dylan Moore. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt. Kicks and deals. On a line. Larnach makes the play, and that is that. And the Mariners strand the bases loaded. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton.
I don't think I'm going to last much longer at this veteran plus difficulty. I am not putting runs on the board. I am not taking advantage of missed pitches. I'm a little too aggressive at times. That's, I mean, pretty consistent.
A ball popped up. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the
Pretty consistent issue, though. We're leaving a lot of guys on. We've left multiple bases loaded situations in the last couple of games. I think 2 of them in yesterday's game, 1 of them so far in this game, and that's shit I got to cash in on.
So digging in, John, and there he goes to the right side.
Are
And
you
that squirts
fucking
through.
kidding me?
Now second and third and nobody out. To second and he's safe.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS.
What the
jump up,
fuck
and
just
he might have
happened?
to go to the bullpen a
Why
little
is
bit
France
sooner
so
than he
far in?
anticipated.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arias, 1 for 2. First pitch and he just misses.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Right-hander kick steals. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jorge Polanco, 2 for 10 in the series.
Sorry, something tickled my arm there, I thought.
Swings through that one, 0-1.
What a disaster. For that ball to get all the way out to the outfield, who was I controlling? I'll have to go back and take a look at the footage.
And the
Because I don't
righty
think I
is-
was controlling
Foul
France.
ball right side could be 2. To second, there's 1. How
And I
about
I couldn't get any outs there, and then they scored 2 more runs. And
I mean, that's one of the
that is a really baffling one. And then even the hit that drove in the 2 runs, just way too slow getting to Lewis. I had no shot at getting somebody that fast out.
So 2 down now, and here is Byron Buxton. This guy has turned into a beast. In there for strike 1. Next pitch downstairs, and the count is 1-1. Ball to strike. Foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The wind of the pitch.
Eee.
Foul ball. He stays
That
alive.
one wasn't a great pitch. I was a little worried about it. I get scared when it has like I like accidentally put it. It's
Foul
not a
ball
clean
there.
down. It like goes out a little bit. I'm like, uh-oh.
The 1-2. Stays alive.
We've thrown 76 pitches and we're not even through 5 innings. Another long at bat here with 2 outs.
In the air, left side.
Thought that was going to get rocked. That was not a good pitch.
Brings it in.
We gave up
And
back-to-back 2-run innings. So
Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the Mariners 1.
not doing a good job at cashing in runs or getting anybody across at all. It's
Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now,
Leading off
Sam
for the
Haggerty.
Mariners,
Here
the
comes the
third
pitch.
baseman, Sam Haggerty.
Ripped to short. Polanco collects it. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he
Shortstop,
wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Crawford.
Crawford in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Tapped back up the middle. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1, Kyle Lewis.
Kyle Lewis up next for the Mariners.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
only 3rd in the All-Star game vote? Come on, people.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Next one is off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a
Now
good
batting,
question.
right fielder, Mitch
I think that if they gave the
Haniger.
pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Haniger in the box again, takes a strike.
Looking for something up in the zone here. Love to drive a 2-run home run here. Oh my
And that
fucking
one gets
God.
away at the plate.
What are you doing, man? It's not even close.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throws to first, and they take care of Haniger for the out. And that is the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 4 and the Mariners 1. Top of the 6th inning, and now the DH, Jake Cave.
leading off for Minnesota.
Well, in their win
The
last
designated
game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Turns out there was a thing tickling me there in my shirt the whole time. I don't know why you're showing us the American League East standings. Neither of these teams play in the American League East. Just got up. Just take a
right-hander
walk.
back to work. Now this is in the air down the line.
I also forgot to put a
One up, one down.
pitcher up in the pen. I don't really know who to use in this scenario. We're down 3 and we're not out of it by any stretch. Though the way I'm playing, we are definitely out of this game. 3-run deficit. I feel it's weird because
Lewis
a
going
3-run
back on this
deficit
one.
feels
Pulls it in after
monumental, and a
long
3-run lead
There's
feels
2 away.
completely unsafe. And I feel like those should maybe be
So
opposite.
he
Like I
went
should feel
on
more
a
confident with a
journey
3-run
for
lead.
that one. One of the
And I
more
should feel
impressive
better about
matches
being able to
we've
get
seen
myself
lately,
back into a
Chris, as we
game
pull up the
with a
Statcast
3-run
data.
deficit. But we've just
Yeah, he
seen
was
time
believing
and
the
time
whole
again,
way, man.
especially in this
110 feet
series,
on the dot. So that was
I
a tough play.
cannot
We
figure it
saw
out. I
how
think that was a
difficult it
3-pitch
was
inning.
with our own eyes, and the numbers really back it up.
Fraley makes the catch, and that'll do it. We go
So
to
I get a
the
little bit of a
bottom, number
bailout there.
6, and the 5, 6, 7
As I
slots
accidentally
to up.
punched the
It's
bump the table.
Twins 4 and
A
the
little bit of a
Mariners
bailout
1.
with a minimal pitch inning
Cody
there.
Stashak
Your
gets the
attention,
ball
please.
now, and he'll do
Now
his
pitching
best
for
to hang on to
Minnesota.
this lead.
Number
They know that he
61,
can get
Cody
a right-hander out, but he's in
Stashak.
position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Before we
welcome
take
back.
this at bat,
leading
who
off
would we
for the
like to
Mariners,
use?
The first baseman, Todd Prince.
Munoz, I guess.
And here it comes. That's a strike.
I probably
And
should go
strike
poke around in the farm system and see if I can find maybe a reliever or two that are a little better
one.
than what I'm working
Middle,
with.
Polanco handles. Gets it to first. One
Just
away,
as far
bottom
as,
of the
like,
6th.
Good late bite on
I
that
haven't
slider. Got the
used.
hitter out in
Is it
front.
Mashevitz? I can't even pronounce his last name. Every time, like I hear it and I go, I'll remember it this time, and then I don't.
Adam Frazier
But
digs
he
in
is has such a terrible RB or like ERA that it just I'm so scared to put him in.
now. First
But I should
offering
go
misses badly for ball 1.
Take a
Minnesota's
poke
bullpen
around.
with some
I don't think the
action.
game. I think the
Jorge
game like
Alcala
very
appears to be
rarely
getting loose.
makes moves, which is pretty nice because it keeps me in good like rhythm with most of the players. But like maybe even switching out Swanson with that
Right-handed
terrible.
Out
terrible
there to center,
pitch
Buxton
that he
reaching
has.
back towards the wall. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now back.
Jake Fraley up
The
next for the
left fielder.
Mariners.
Jake Fraley.
First
The
pitch
splitter, I
doesn't
think,
find
is what
zone.
the one that I have a really hard time with. I got better at it with no runners on, and then they put the runners on, and it was just
The 1-0. Swing and a ball popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the
absolutely
inning. 2-3
abysmal
for the
outing here.
And they trail it 4-1.
Leading off for the
Why
Twins,
is that a
So
fucking
out of the
option?
bullpen for the Mariners, Andres
Jesus. Andres Munoz, 5 games, a 1-0 record. Good batting averages, 4 strikeouts, no ERA, 5.2 innings. We're looking good.
go.
Sailed a little bit on me. Right at 100 miles an hour. I don't get it. So I put that last one. I'm accidentally throwing the wrong pitch. I threw the slider where the whole like, hey, this is where it could go, was still in the zone, and it still sailed out of it. Same thing with that 2-seam fastball.
And a pitch. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering upstairs. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. That one missed.
I just
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Fraley settles under it and makes the grab. 1 away.
man, we actually led this game, huh?
Now batting.
And the batter now, Ben Workfed.
Workfed.
Next offering is down low. And that's ball 1. Swing and a base hit.
That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Come
Birdie in the box
on,
with
dude.
1 away, and
Fucking
takes ball 1.
Christ, your zone sucks.
Swung on, popped up left side. And that one gets down, fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
The batter number 2.
So up next for Minnesota, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
First pitch just misses.
All right, got to try and turn 2 here.
Or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
The pitch. Out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's 5-1.
Well done, drives in the run. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
The pitch.
Nope. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it is 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one in for a strike. 2-2.
2-2, Sam.
kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss.
It was a very rough season series here against Minnesota. I think we won the first game in the series in Minnesota, then we lost a terrible game 1-0, and then we blew a 4-run lead against them. Kind of feel lucky to even get that 10-5 win, and not just from like the technical perspective of it kept like quitting out on me, but for us to score 10 runs in one game and score 4 so far total in a game in 6.5 innings or whatever, but a game in 2/3, like how did I get 10 runs in that one game? It's baffling. But even that still got a little dicey towards the end, giving up 5 runs a bit later in that one.
The pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Righty to the plate. Called strike right there.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Birdie. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Moore.
Next is the designated hitter, Dylan Moore. First offering misses the mark. And the pitch. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. 2 away now.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that one wrapped foul. Left-hand batter waits.
It's kind of the proof in the pudding of what I've talked about throughout the season of like, if they keep bringing in different pitchers, I can't do anything. And this is it.
Field. Kepler makes
They brought in 3 or 4 pitchers so far, and I've scored 1 run, and I wasn't able to take advantage of the guy who throws 90 miles an hour at best.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
I don't even care. Don't care anymore. I'm so frustrated. Like this team is better than their record indicates. We had that one pitcher who was like really bad that I think we saw. I think we were able to maybe get a win against him, but I don't know. I am probably not as good as our record indicates, and the team that we are playing is better than their record indicates.
And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach, 1 for 3. In there, and it's 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Oh, 2 now. Close, but call the ball. Gonna count
Fuck
1-2.
you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come on.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. The throw to
Didn't
first.
matter.
2 up, 2 down.
Thankfully,
Here
it didn't
comes
matter. But that was strike 3.
That's in there for strike one. That one ripped. Pretty well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They lead it, though, 6-1. Jorge Alcala will take over here, and he's got a nice lead to work with.
Slider at 92, four seam at 99, circle change at 90, sinker at 97.
Why to kick the pitch? That one fouled off.
Way late on that. They're really hitting the turbo button here.
They say you win.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad swing.
And that one almost got him. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, the bright side is that that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Lewis in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Here's 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Base hit. Throw back in quickly.
That's a little surprising that that was the result. We've had so many of those, like, kind of those kinds of hits that just go right to a defender. And that's a pretty easy double play, but that's all right. That'll work.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s.
Ooh, way behind a fastball. That's a good missed pitch right there. I would have popped that up if I was any earlier on it. That would have been bad.
Righty delivers. That misses
way outside.
And 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Taylor Rogers, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track.
That sucks.
For third.
Man,
that is unfortunate.
All over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
2 on with 1 out. Ty France getting ready to hit. That one's in there, 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And a pitch. That one misses. And the count even 1-1. At the belt and fires. Popped up. Polanco drifts towards it. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Caleb Thielbar gets handed the rock out of the pen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And fouled off. And the 0-2. That one not close. Now 1-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next pitch just misses. And the count is
That's a
even
4-pitch
2-2.
walk that I threw away.
Left-hand hitter waits. And now the count filled up 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 3-2. And that one popped to short. Polanco has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They trail it 6-1. We go to the ninth, and here's the catcher, Ben Wertvet.
Leading off for the Twins,
Sadler
the
back
catcher,
to work.
Ben.
There's the strike. Here's the 0-2. And that one missing low.
These pitches aren't that bad. They shouldn't be that fucking far off.
And the right-hander.
God,
deals
that's frustrating.
towards first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, John Birdie. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Oh, man.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. On to France. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Now fly ball to right center. Lewis gliding to his left, and that's the third out. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Twins 6 and the Mariners 1. Now on the bump, Bailey over. And he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is.
Bailey.
Here comes a pitch. Hard on the ground to first. And there's a hit. And aboard on the lead.
A little early on that. They sped me up there with some of faster fastballs, but they're taking it down just a notch as well. So
make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
So here's Murphy now, and first offering is fouled off.
yeah, that makes sense.
If you're going to get something going, this is the
Slider
time to
tops
do
out
it.
at 83, a circle change at 87, a curveball, which we just saw at 75, tops out at 77, and his fastball tops out at 94. But he has no energy here, so we'll get the lower end of these speeds.
Next offering misses.
A little wily here as well.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Lifted in the air, right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 6-2.
Well, he wasn't
That should have been a double.
Strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
He hesitated a little bit in the middle between first and second, like he wasn't quite sure what was going on.
Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan.
That hits the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Oh, and now a wild pitch. Murphy on at first. Nobody out. Next pitch misses inside. And that's ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk.
Getting interesting? Question mark.
The makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Taylor Rogers takes over on the mound, and he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
Sam Haggerty up next for the Mariners.
all season long. He's racked
Low.
up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Hit hard, base hit. Murphy around third. And that's going to roll to the wall. One runs in. In there safely.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive.
Sam Haggerty. Dude, I might need to get him in the rotation more. He's had a huge series against this Twins team. Drove in 5 in the first game. He sat yesterday, but he's driven in 2 here late in this one. I know he was 0 for 3 before it, but
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Russell.
ooh, slider was a little too far out of where I was looking.
No outs. Runner on second.
Whoa, way high.
The tying run at the plate. In there.
Ooh.
And so
Okay,
now
that was a
1-2.
good change of speeds there. He went with the slider, which is at 86, and then that sinker at 97.
Now he breaks his bat. Fires to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Well, as a
But the
hitter,
run-
it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly
The runner
what
did
these
move
guys
up.
are doing, and that clearly blew him off on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Kicks and deals. And there's a ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Next pitch is outside.
Almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Rioda. In the air out to center.
You had to take that.
Moving under this one. Makes the catch for the second out.
Probably
Here's the
scored
working
there.
around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be. And we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Oh!
Game of 2 away here in the bottom of the
Fuck! It was 7 feet outside the foul pole.
next offer.
No! You fucking bitch! You dumb blue bitch!
Just 1 out away. Try to close it out. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Is just 1 strike away. And 1-2. Runner at third. 2 away. In the dirt, but kept close. Two now. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that ball is gone.
We're tied. Oh my god, we're tied. What the fuck is happening?
It's 6-6.
Oh, if I had just walked with Kyle Lewis. Oh, if I had just been able to get on base with Kyle Lewis, that would have been a game-winning home run. Huge at bat there. I missed the first pitch. It was 7 feet outside the foul pole. Came back, still drove 1 deep. I'm a little surprised he got out of the ballpark. I thought maybe we would be looking at a double, but
Anytime you have a
wow.
pitcher at the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now at the plate, Ty France.
The first baseman, number 23, Ty.
Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball 1.
No.
Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. No swing.
All right.
Swing and a
Okay,
miss.
yeah.
Strike one. Bullpen
Little
activity
too,
starting up now. Kenta Maeda up and throwing. Bounce to third.
That's not
great
what I
stop.
wanted there. All right, for the second time in 2 games, we go to extras. That's not what I wanted. I think I could have won the game with that Haniger home run should I have gotten on base with Kyle Lewis.
Back here at the ballpark.
I'm glad that I didn't
Extras here.
send
The batter will be the shortstop,
Haggerty.
Jorge Polanco.
Obviously, it's pretty easy to say that and go like, hey, I got the tying run across anyway, whatever. No reason to get doubled up at the plate on to end the game, you know? Like, give myself at least an opportunity to bloop something with Haniger. Live to fight another at bat in that scenario.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Got him looking. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The center fielder,
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Byron Buxton. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a drive by Buxton. Deep to left. Pulls it in on the warning track.
now batting. The designated
Jake
hitter,
Cade, the next twin up to hit. First offering and it just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten
Where are your
things up
eyes,
a little
man?
bit.
Fouled off. He was late. And a 1-1. Fought off foul.
That was a real bad pitch. Really, really bad.
And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. Twins retired in short order. This game
Little fan
remains
cam
tied at
here.
6.
A little spin. Take a look at that over there. I did that on accident. I had one of the
Bottom of
day
the
off
inning,
games
and now
going
for
on,
Seattle, Adam
and
Frazier.
leading up.
You know, this is kind of a tough
I
matchup as a lefty
went to
hitter
like
facing a left-handed
shake the
pitcher.
controller, like just move the control stick around so that the game wouldn't go to sleep, and I didn't realize that the fan cam was on, and so it's just like it's totally fine, and then just like moves a little bit, and then continues doing what it's doing.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a 1-1. This one high in the air to left center.
Darn, that stayed
Frazier attack.
way up.
And there's one away.
Ooh,
Now the
Now
left
batting,
fielder,
left
Jake
fielder.
Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he deals. That misses the zone. And now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
2-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
See if he gives him anything to hit here. There's the strike of the knees. All tied up here in extra innings. And now a full count.
couple of sliders inside, or a couple of slider sinker was the first one.
The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
3-2 on the way. Stays alive.
It's tempting to try and bunt it to the left side. They're shifted to the right.
And a pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Murphy in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Out to short and a base hit. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
That wasn't a leadoff. That was a 2-out knock.
Game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one can make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
And now Dylan Moore. Next offering is down low, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
The pitch. Swings through that one out.
Fuck, they look so good high in the zone, and then they just fall off the fucking table.
Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, but the winning run is.
I mean, there's no real reason for me to look that high. Oof, really lucky on that slider there.
Here's a 1-2. The other way. Gets down, base hit. So that's
now is it looping around to the other? Well, Haggerty's a switch hitter, so
anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Haggerty in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
This is a bad decision. They save. We win.
And the Mariners walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special.
I can't believe he was safe. I can't believe it.
Nobody forgets that.
What the fuck happened? I hope you didn't give up on this video like I gave up on winning this game. Oh my God, Sam Haggerty. You beautiful, beautiful man.
Here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
What the hell happened with that? I was in like the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, just like, I can't believe it. I won the first game and then lost the last 2. Like, that's been the reverse of what's happened. We keep losing series openers and then we win the last 2 games. Holy shit. I can't believe that was enough. Especially, I gotta be more calculatedly aggressive. There was a missed throw early in this game that I probably should have tried to score on. I'm still good with holding Haggerty at third. Wow. Oh my God. Sam Haggerty had a hell of a series. He had 8 ribbies in the 2 games he played in. A 5-run 9th inning helps propel the Mariners to a 7-6 walk-off victory. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the hell happened in this game? Sam Haggerty, your player of the game for the 2nd time in this series. I got to get him more in the rotation more. In the lineup. DH him. Get Dom T. Williams, get some real good speed at the top of the lineup. Casey Sadler gets the win. Sam Haggerty, though, your player of the game, 2 for 5, a double, 3 ribbies, scored once. Tom Murphy was 4 for 5, hugely important in the game, knocked in 2 runs, scored twice. Mitch Haniger 1 for 5 with a 2-run blast in the ninth. Ty France 2 for 5 with a run. Kepler was 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Luis Arias was 3 for 5 with 3 ribbies. Ben Rodevert 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, and John Berretti. Berti 2 for 5 with a double 2 times he scored. Once he got on base, he scored. Casey Sadler gets the win. 3 innings pitched, no hits. 3 innings pitched, no hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs. Taylor Rogers gets the loss, and I believe a blown save as well. 1.2 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits. 1 strikeout, 2 earned runs. Holy moly. Yeah, they brought him in because they brought him in the ninth when there were a couple of guys on. Wow. I cannot believe we won that game. Can't believe it. I do need to go back and look at the one play that set up the runners on second and third, because that was really weird. So we repay a massive deficit. We were leading 5-0 in this game against the Twins back in April. You can see we scored 3 in 2. We led by 5. We gave up 4 in the 7th. Couldn't get things back in order. That was back on April 11th. On June 16th, we were down 5 runs going into the bottom of the 9th. Somehow came up with 5 runs and then 1 more in the 10th. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game. I don't know how that happened. So we'll go ahead and simulate into the next day. Go ahead and auto-utilize him. Griffin Canning going to take the mound for the Angels tomorrow against Justice Sheffield. 5-3, 3.72 versus 3-6 with a 4.38. For a big exciting win, I sure am yawning a lot. Man, I am flabbergasted that I was able to somehow pull that out. It's when we had good contact and we, couldn't get it to drop. We had the bases loaded early in that game, and that faltered on us, and we weren't able to do that. And finally, stuff just kind of started to fall. We had some key. It seems like they were trying to go with the matchups of like righty versus righty, lefty versus lefty. We had a couple of key hits in there. Haggerty obviously coming through huge. What a game. We're starting off with the collector's card here in these 1990, whatever it's called, baseball cards, Oakland Athletics. I think that's Mark McGuire. Wild. For the Athletics. Chad Kreuter. Like this card, I think showed up recently. Speaking of Texas, we're going to stay in Texas with the Rangers. Kenny Rogers. Got to flip upside down. Go to the East Coast. Dave Winfield. That is Deb photography at its finest, folks. We are going back to Texas. This is a Texas heavy pack here. Ruben Sierra. Paul O'Neill of the Cincinnati Reds. Come on. There you go. Back to this hand. Marty Barrett. Ooh, we have our... Oh, darn it. We already have this one. Cincinnati Reds. There's tomorrow's matchup in the reflection. Let's see. Wonder if we have anything really interesting coming up in these... the rest of these cards. Try and get them lined up here. Derek Lilliquist. Look at how close his knee is to the ground there. That is wild. Wild. Derek Lilliquist. Okay. Dave Stewart, he is next. How much cooler would the Oakland Athletics hats be, as we have Dev Photography here, if they had just put an elephant on it? Way more interesting. Oh, here's a letter. Cool. Great. Do something different. Kelly Mann. Michael Mann's son. I have no idea. I highly doubt that's true. Johnny Ray for the Angels, making a nice catch here. Must be a routine catch for him because he does not look like he is looking at that ball at all. Gene Harris of, the Seattle Mariners. Shabam. Oh, wow. Dave Valley. Back-to-back Mariners. Wild. Not the Mariner that we are looking for. We are looking, obviously, for the Mariner, Mr. Ken Griffey Jr. That's who we would like to see. And then the old Seattle baseball team that is now in Milwaukee, Glenn Braggs, is going to round us out here. I think that we got a card list that says that Griffey's in here somewhere. There was an incredible looking Ken Griffey card in one of the... I was looking up the packs for like this year. And one of them has just a beautiful Ken Griffey Jr. card, but I'm sure it's super rare. There you go. And hey, every day we inch closer to that beautiful, beautiful World's Champions baseball cards with the sandwiches. Cannot wait. Those are out in September, so we'll see a bunch of those as the season winds down. The Mariners with a miracle win in Seattle. Cannot believe that happened. We got a victory. We won the series. We have not lost a series in a while. We won the Houston series. We won the Minnesota series. We won the Boston series. We lost the Texas series and the Baltimore series. Okay. So we actually, we've won 3 series in a row. That's good news. I forgot that we lost to both Baltimore and Texas. Brutal. That hurts. We continue to improve and we continue to win games where we are scoring more than 6 runs. So that is a positive. It kind of went a weird way this time around, but I don't know. But a win is a win. I'm not entirely sure what happened in that game. It just kind of, in a flash, it seemed to change. And I thought that I had goofed it up for good when I missed that home run with Haniger. And then I was able to get something to at least, I thought, hey, this will be a double. You know, we'll worry about the next batter, Ty France. He has power against lefties. We're in a good position regardless. And then it just kept going out of the field or out of the park and bing, bang, boom. Too bad that we couldn't get on with Kyle Lewis and make that a game-winning home run. But hey, what's an extra inning of baseball 2 days in a row? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. New baseball every single day, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShawnosaurusRex. Open to suggestions for the game on the 20th. The Dodgers were suggested, but they do not play that day. So suggest another team if you'd like to see that, or I'll just try to find something interesting for the day off. Either way, you get a game at 7 p.m., so stick around for that if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider scrolling down, subscribing, ringing the bell, commenting for the algorithm. All that good stuff to help your good buddy win more games and feel good. Thanks for watching. Go Mariners. Good sports, man. Good fucking sports.